So, I've just realised what a nice sunny day it is, because I went to go and get my lunch from CK's, and I've been inside doing work for most of it. Really? Seriously? This is my life. Sitting indoors when I could be outside drawing, enjoying really nice weather, but I have to get my illustration work done. I will do a video at the end of the day to show you what I have completed. So far, I have, wherever it's gone, oh there it is, I have done this. It's an ink drawing of my first drawing for Tom Waits' What's He Building in There, and it's where Mr. Stitcher is just about investigating who this man is and what he's building. Because I've done this, I've set the scene so it's at night, and Mr. Stitcher is shining a torch, and all he can see is the window. The window is the brightest thing in the picture because it's the thing that you want to be drawn towards, as you can see. See the window there, it's the brightest thing there, and then there's a little shadow, that's meant to be the old man inside there, and then the only thing you can see of Mr. Stitcher is his hand there. And the door's been left open, and basically I've changed my mind on the drawings because the thumbnails aren't exactly the same, and I'm going to make it as if he's spying one day, and he notices how at night this old man leaves his door open all the time. Like, it's just a clumsy thing, because usually old people leave their door on the latch, like it's a casual, normal thing, because they forget to lock it. So he managed just to get in there, and then sees that he's making a coffin for himself, because this man, basically he's about 70 years old, and his kids have died because they were quite young when they died, and his wife died before him as well, and his house is very old. It's kind of like 1950s sort of look, and it's very well kept, and he just can't bear living in the past anymore. And so he realises that this man needs help to get back into reality. And the last scene is, the last drawing even, sorry, is of, it's very dark, so it's very dark, mystified, and it's just the house. All you can see on the roof is a light and two men, and this is meant to symbolise that Mr. Stitcher has finally realised that this old man needs help to recapture his life and live the last few years of his life with pure happiness and never to be alone ever again. So it's actually quite sweet. I think I've chosen quite a sweet kind of story. Some people I heard from my tutor said that they'd chosen to make it look like it was a torture cell. Bit weird. Like, that freaked me out. And if you want to listen to Tom Waits' What's He Building in There, it is on YouTube. It is very eerie. It sounds like it should be a haunted sort of thing, but I've twisted it and made it sound like something quite sad but true, because there are a lot of old people stuck in the past, and they need to recapture their youth, and especially when it's the last few years of their life, they need to be around their family and never be alone, never feel alone. I think that especially because we have a lot of old people, and we need to respect them, I think, because they were, and they still are, the wisest generation that we will ever know, because the older you get, the wiser you get. So that's basically what I want this story to paint, the fact that we should respect our elders, and we should help them when they need us. That is basically what I'm doing today. So what I'm doing today is another 2 more of these drawings, and then after that I'm going to try and do as many drawings to try and paint the story into my head. I'm also going to write up what I think the story in my head is. from the recording. And then I'm also going to do a bit of my canvas thing. What I want to do for these ink drawings is put them, like do the drawings in sections. So do the hand, and then do the fence, and then do the window, and then the door, and so on and so forth, and then stick it onto, and then collage it onto a canvas, so that it makes the audience, or whoever's viewing the piece, makes them feel like they're within the story. And basically that's what I'm going to do for all 3 pieces. And then fill in the gaps with, yeah, I'm just going to basically do it all with paper. But it makes them feel like they're actually in the scene, like they are Mr. Stitcher and they're the one helping the old man. So I kind of want to make the drawing come to life. That is my ultimate goal for today. I do want to be outside. I'm hoping it's like this tomorrow, so that I can actually like go for a walk and sit by the beach when I do my life studies break. So let's hope that.